Hey guys, welcome back to RC Brucey. Thanks for tuning back in. As you can see here on the old table, up and in the closet here, we're going to do an unboxing on the new SCXiii Jeep Rubicon, or Wrangler, JLU. I haven't done a lot of research on this new release on this model. I have scanned the outside of the box a little bit. I saw it, just had to have it. Axial builds a good product, I said why not? I'm going into what I call my crawler season. We're here in New York. I got the indoor course downstairs, and that's when I like to crawl. And I spend my summer times, I get out once in a while, but I like to spend that time bashing and flying airplanes and quadcopters and stuff because of the nice weather. These babies, it's fun in the snow on the rocks or whatever on the trails, so it's kind of my crawler season, like I said, coming up. But I haven't done a huge amount of research, but I have scanned the outside of the box, like I said. It's got a few cool features I'd like to go over with you real quick. And I'm going to show you what you get out of the box. Seals are all still there. I haven't even cut anything yet, so you're going to see it as I see it. Right away off on the top here, talking about some stainless steel pivot balls, chassis mounted servo. The chassis is extendable. Universal axle set is hardened steel. Looks like they got some kind of new Spectrum servo here. Don't know much about them. Hopefully it's better than the normal R2R servos that you usually get in the box that are totally crap. Some aluminum shocks here. What I thought was really cool about this kit was saying that it's got actually beadlock wheels in the R2R. All I gotta say is about time. Sucks when you got the tires, you want to change them out or change tires to environment or wherever you're going, you got them glued. Beadlock's the way to go. I don't know what took them so long. I think every crawler, scaler, rock crawler kit should have beadlock wheels. Every one universal the way it should be. Here up on the back, they're talking about the AR45 portal axles. Thank you, Axial, for putting the portal axles on one of your rigs finally. I'm a huge fan of the portal axles. Why wouldn't I want more clearance? More clearance, the better. More things I go over, less things I'm going to get stuck on. I don't really see it being a huge argument. Everyone argue with you. Sorry, that's my opinion. That's how I think it should be. Give me the portal axles. So there you go, about time. Looks like they got a new Spectrum remote here, the DX3. With the DSMR transmitter saying that it's supposed to be the Spectrum Firma Smart 40 amp brushed 4-channel ESC with the smart technology and plug on it. I'm not quite sure what that is, but I think I'm cutting it and I'm going to put my good old reliable Dean's connector on there. It comes with headlights and tail lights, beadlock wheels like I was telling you about. The high pinion gears, very awesome. 35 tooth. Sorry, not tooth, but 35 turn brushed 540 brushed motor, all metal links. And another thing I think that they did this time, which is awesome, is that they put a metal servo horn in there. Thank you once again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Looks like Axial is really kicking up this kit and trying to really get out there on the market and really show them who's boss on building crawlers and stuff. I think Traxxas for sure is probably giving them a run for their money. A couple of these other companies. And I think by the looks of the outside of this box, they really kicked up their game. One more thing I forgot to mention here, it's got the digger transmission in it with the 2-speed servo option. Very cool. Sounds like the TRX4, if you ask me. Like I said, I think they're trying to really take the market back, which is good for you and I, the consumer. More competition, more competitiveness, better quality materials are going to start coming out. I mean, this thing, I don't know, to me screams competition with Traxxas. Reminds me a lot of Portal, 2-speed transmission option, digger transmission option, run back forth, very cool. It just screams it to me. One more thing I forgot to mention too, it's got multiple battery positions, just like the TRX4, but very cool. Glad to see those options are in there. So, no longer ado, I brought some things with me here. I can't believe I actually finally remembered I got a knife here to open up the box. Like I said, as I'm seeing it is how you're seeing it. Cut seal number 1. There's another seal. And I'm sure I'll probably have it the wrong way, upside down and wrong. But oh well. Oh yeah, by the way, this is for you, RC Niobe. He's a friend of mine. I talk to him a lot on Facebook and stuff like that. Always commenting on my channel. Get a chance, go over to see him. Does very cool stuff with crawler stuff, a lot of tips. RC Niobe. I'll actually throw a link down below for you. Alright, right away. Got the controller here. Looks like it's got a little tab here so you can actually control it with your thumb. Very cool. Totally redesigned. I have no idea how any of this stuff. Let's see, you got steering rate on the side, brake rate, steering trim, throttle trim, your reverses, your limits. I think that's a smart technology. Tells you your battery of your thing, of your battery status. Looks like a switch here. Imagine that's your digger switch, or first and second as it's numbered. Let's see, it takes 4 AA batteries. Pretty standard. Let's see if I get this back in there, huh? Oh yeah, of course you're gonna fight me. Feels heavy duty, feels pretty solid. DX3, let's hope it's better than the other ones they've been putting out. Oh, nice power button here on the back, I just figured out. And I don't know, we'll see how it works. I'm gonna put that off the side, get that out of here. Let's get the good stuff out. Let's see if I got this right. Oh my, I cannot believe this, that I actually got that right. Cannot believe it. Alright, let's see here. I'm just gonna shred this. Bam! And there she is. It actually said, I thought it was red. That's what it's marked on the box. But this sucker's like an orange. Orange red. And if you watch RC Brucey, I'm a big fan of orange. I like orange. So this, I'd have to say right away, first impressions. I mean, this frickin' thing just looks awesome. Like I said, I haven't done a lot of research like I normally do. I usually spend a couple weeks to a month to 2 months. I ponder back and forth over things. But I was like, you know, I've had Axial products before, totally been happy with it. Let's just go for it. And I have to say, so far, right out of the box, I'm impressed. I mean, this thing just looks great. All the details, little hood latches, and the scoops on the hood and the front of the grill. It's a cutaway with a radiator actually back behind it. Fender flares, door handles, mirrors, wipers, tail lights with the buckets on the back, door handle, gas cap. I mean, they went out of their way. I mean, this thing's it's really awesome looking. I'm so stoked that I got this thing. Let me cut it away from the box here. Let's get it onto the table. Looks like the manual's in and down underneath. We got some of it off. Let's turn around this way. Cut the rest of the zip strips here. Man, this thing looks awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let me just put that right there like that for you guys. Excuse me for a second while I'm digging in the rest of this, trying to get the rest of the stuff out. Make sure there's nothing hidden in here. Let's see what we got. Wow. It actually came with some AA batteries. Looks like a different hat. Maybe it looks like a box for your receiver of some sort. Another tower like for your shock mounts or something. So a couple extra screws, a wrench. Yeah, it's a seal for another for the receiver box. Not quite sure what that's about. I have to look in the magazine, or not the magazine, but the manual here. Let's see, you get a nice sticker sheet. Not quite sure why. It looks pretty detailed now. I guess if you want to change up the stickers, there's another array of stickers that you could do. Or if they come off, maybe. Got some license plates. It says problem, no problem. I like that one. That's pretty cool. I guess when you flip it upside down. And anyway, there's a sticker sheet, some Axial. Nothing spectacular. Some of the stickers are actually pretty cool. Not bad. Owner's manual. I'm sure it's the typical Axial owner manual. I've never seemed to have a problem with them. Definitely always detailed tips, setting it up. I'm sure there's a part section in here. How things work, your battery, you know, all your typical stuff. Tells you the layout inside, what's what, receiver, speed control, ESC, transmission. Gives you a little overlay of what everything is. Let's see here. I wonder if there's a parts section in here. Yep, there's an exploded view of all the parts. In case you're like I am and you always break stuff. There it is, nice and big. I like it. I can actually see it without my glasses these days. Some of the stuff's so small. Pretty detailed, everything all broken down. Man, it looks good. Like I said, Axial is usually always pretty good on their manuals and how things work. Let's see if I can figure out how the heck, there they are, up underneath the rear bumper here. The new hidden body clips, which I definitely like, especially if you're running a scaler like this or a rock crawler. Just makes it look so much more realistic. And there's that. I don't know if the front was on a hinge. I thought the front was on a hinge. Maybe not. Nope. It's got posts up front as well. So 4 on the clips here. So 4 clips. Body up and off. Gotta be careful there. We got the hookups for the lights. Keep that in mind. I'm just going to unplug these for now so I can show you stuff. Got a cowboy inside there. Looks like they gave you another hat in there, so you can probably take that out. Looks like it's all screwed in. Up and on the inside there's a bunch of screws. I don't know if it's hard to see, probably with black plastic in there and a black headed screw. Like I said again, with the light bucket there up front. Very cool radiator. This is very cool. But like I was saying, I'm kind of all over the place because I'm so freaking excited. Thing's awesome. Stuff like this gets me worked up. Body's spectacular. Fantastic job, Axial. But right here is really cool. Check that out, guys. Covering the motor, or the electric motor, is like a motor, so that's cool. For you guys out there and people out there like to customize, do all that crazy stuff, I imagine you cut this all up, work it perfect where you got an actual working hood and you start scaling out the inside of the engine compartment. Very, very cool. Taking a look at this thing, looks like they got the battery tray here in the back. Definitely looks adjustable from right here. Another battery tray on the side. Very cool. Like I said, the motor's up underneath of this plastic cover of a motor. Like I said, looks awesome. Very, very cool. Gives you more options with the scaling, which is always an awesome thing in our hobby. More junk we don't need. ESC. Looks like it's got, like I said, the smart Spectrum Firma 40 amp smart ESC and receiver, all in the one. Kind of cool. Never really messed with it. I haven't heard anything on it. A lot of these things I think are, don't quote me, and God please don't blow up my comments. I'm just human. I personally think these are new. Not really sure. Haven't heard them, so I don't really know if there's been any problems with them or anything like that. Like I said, I haven't done a huge amount of research. First, someone will jump all over me. That's cool. It's free country, free world. Do what you want. Anyway, so I don't know how these work. I know like with some of these, like my Traxxas one, just an example, I had nothing but problems with all of these. My TRX4 actually took all that 2-speed transmission and diff lock and stuff. I ripped it all out. Simpler sometimes better for me, especially on mountain trail. Less stuff to go wrong. But I'm not saying that in this case. I'm going to keep all this stuff in and we're going to give it a try and see how it works. And actually, for the most part, I think I'm going to run this truck pretty much stock how it is for a while and just throw out some videos there on actually what it is and how it is as you get it out of the box for a while before I actually do some modification. Tires. I don't want to jinx myself. Loving the beadlock wheels. Feeling these tires. For an R2R, they actually feel pretty good. Not super hard, not super soft. An R2R tire is kind of one of those things, most of the time it's a hit or miss. Most of the time it's my experience, my opinion, R2R stuff is like tires and servos, it's a big miss. But I have to say with these, honestly, I'm going to give these a run for a while. Give them a try. They really don't feel that bad, and not that Axial makes really bad tires. A lot of people run them, I'm sure, like them. I'm a Proline guy, Hyrex. They're my tire of choice. Just work really well for me and what I do. And I'm sure everywhere that changes, depending on where you're at. Got the nice cool center cap on the wheels, hiding the nut. Scale again. Rims not that bad. Not really usually like a chrome or silver guy. I kind of like the black wheels or the aluminum metal, but they look great. Skids look good. Links all looking good on this thing. They look pretty solid. Portal hubs looking good. Bumpers and stuff, I'd have to say, honestly, a lot of times on these crawlers, these bumpers are so big and bulky, cuts off your degree of angle of approach and stuff like that. For being on the Jeep and the scale, they're not the best of the best, for bumpers and stuff, but, they're not really that bad and not sticking way out here past the wheels like they normally like to do. But overall, things looking good. It looks like they got some setups here on the flares and stuff, maybe for some more lights and stuff, maybe. It looks like maybe a light kit's coming, or they have it, I don't know yet. All the plastics feel pretty good. Like I said, they don't feel like super chintzy or, like junk. Pliable, flexible, but hard. And I'm excited to use this thing, man. This thing's, it's just from my SCXiii and my first one. They've just, a lot of things are similar, I'm sure, in design and engineering. It looks different, transmission setup and engine setup and all that with the digger. Definitely a little bit different than what I'm used to and used to seeing. But very cool. Looks like here this might be the other spot where you'd hook up the other servo, which I'm going to look into just for curiosity and playing around. They said you can switch these so you don't have the digger and you lock in the rear. But I was thinking, why not just add another servo and get it to work so you have 2-speed in here, just like the TRX4. I think that'd be pretty cool. I'm going to look into that, see if I can get that going. But articulation in this sucker, this thing looks mean. This thing's sweet. Shocks, not feeling too bad. Like I said, I've owned a couple Axials before. Usually the first thing I get rid of is tires. Second is the shocks. Shocks in the past, they looked alright. I can't keep them from leaking. They don't ever set up the way I really want them to. and I usually just do aftermarket, you know, whatever, and get them in there. But these don't feel too bad, to be honest. Right now, we'll see how they are with the leaking and stuff like that. They kind of remind me, I hate to say this again, but kind of look like the TRX4 shocks that come stock on the TRX4s. Plastic tops, not a real big fan. Not bashing the sucker, so you know, the plastic top, so I haven't had any problems or anything like that. But overall, I mean, this thing is just looking sweet. 4 link in the back, 3 in the front. I mean, everything just looks great. I like the, you know, it's like a mix of black and like a gunmetal gray almost. I don't know if it's the lighting in the room or the way I'm looking at it. But like the inners here, definitely see the difference in the colors of the plastic. I like the array of things. Looks good. So far, my overall thoughts. I can't wait to get out and try this sucker. I'll put a link down below after this video. Give me a little time, and I'm definitely going to have a whole bunch of running videos. Planning on going to indoor crawler course here this weekend. So I'll get that up. I'll throw a link, so if you're watching this, look down below in the comments. I'll have it down there. Click on it, show you the sucker in action. Anyway, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the unboxing. It's not like normal unboxings. We're just going for it, checking things out. I think that's better, more natural. It's the way I am. And all the script things. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys come back again. Please comment below, hit that like button, subscribe. And here at RC Brucey, I greatly appreciate you stopping on in, hitting that like button and subscribing. And thanks again. I'll see you guys out on the trail. Happy trails, everybody. Thanks for watching.